a rant, right, about DC or anything like that. This is Star Wars. So if you're a fan of the current Star Wars, switch off now. Okay? Now, for you that have been following my YouTube, you know that I've been a big fan of, the original Star Wars films done by George Lucas. I mean, look here. There's Leia. There's Yoda. And I've got statues of Ewan McGregor, Samuel Jackson. Who else? I had miniature lightsabers. I had dolls. I had umpteen Star Wars graphic novels. I've got down here. I don't know. Sorry, too dark. I'll just bring out that. And of course, I've got the favourite, best ever. Hold on for a wee second. That Revenge of the Sith game, all on Xbox. Why do I have it on Xbox? Because it had Knights of the Republic. So why am I talking about Star Wars just now? Is I'm sick of people not getting that. I'm done with it. I'm seriously. I've defriended some people on Facebook, right? Because I don't want to insult them. I do not want to insult people that that like the Star Wars is on just now. If they like it, so be it. But I don't want to see posts about, oh, let's talk about it. I've ditched my t-shirts. I don't want to give. I'm going to remember Star Wars the way it used to be in the hands of George Lucas, where I was buying cassette tapes, audio tapes, CD tapes, books, graphic novels, statues, dolls, toys, you name it. That was my Star Wars. I could tell from Force Awakens that it was going down a slippery slope. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way they done with the characters and stuff like that. And I thought, Mark Hamill only been in the last 2 minutes. I had things going in my head. Beep, 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 beep. You're not going to enjoy these films. You're not going to enjoy these films. And of course I might say, oh, you're telling yourself you don't like it. No, because it doesn't feel like my Star Wars. Okay, I put it in significance. There is a porn version of Star Wars. Okay, I wouldn't watch that, and there's the normal Star Wars. Now, normally you would think you would enjoy the porn version of Star Wars, right? But this is worse than the porn version, okay? This is so far removed of what I like about Star Wars that I wouldn't even enjoy the naughty version of it. I can sit easily, relax, and watch Baseballs. That's close to Star Wars. I could watch, I can watch all these parodies that make fun of fan-driven stuff, because, it's taken from... But these movies is just not what I call Star Wars. And I don't want to, spend my money going to these films. Now, Solos came out. Its fans have spoken loudly. Now, some people have came to that film that weren't big Star Wars fans, and they came to me today and they says they enjoyed it. They thought it was fun, good. But why tell me? You know my feelings. Okay, I don't care. You enjoyed it. That's good for you. But I don't want to spend my money supporting a thing that I believe is dead, is gone. Okay, for me to go and why should I support something? It'd be the equivalent to, like, say The Last Jedi. Not seen it. I've heard all the things about it. I've heard Yoda sit down and tell Luke that everything that used to be Star Wars is a load of pish, basically. Star Wars, the game I just showed you, Knights of the Old Republic, that's a piece of nonsense. It probably happened, but all the faith and belief and all that sort of system was rubbish, you know, and all. What are you talking about? Leia flying, you know, and not some people when I watch the YouTube videos of it, they miss the fundamental stuff. They always talk about the, you know, daft wee scenes like look, Luke Skywalker throwing a lightsaber or something like that. For me, it's just the characters. Okay, the only way that they redeem themselves in my eyes is if they resurrect Carrie Fisher, Han Solo, right? Get even a CGI of Carrie Fisher and get the three of them together. Because right now, that is not how my characters would have seen. And I can go with all those audio tapes about the Yuzhong Vong. If you don't know what the Yuzhong Vong is, look him up. And now there's some person I know that loved the movies and would spend a fortune on the lightsabers and didn't care too much about the expanded universe. I loved everything about Star Wars. And I can't believe anybody who was a fan of the original movies would love this, especially in my generation. So, you know, for me to sit down and watch The Last Jedi, it would be like getting a knife to my heart. It would be like getting kicked in the balls 4 or 5 times continuously. Why would I put myself through that? So I'm avoiding it. I am totally avoiding. Yeah, you could say Han Solo's in the past, but I bet you Han Solo's got nothing to do with any of the books that's gone before and how he met Chewie. And if they did portray that right in the film, that would be the only one good standing thing about the film. But for me, Star Wars is that there is no way I could watch it, and I don't want to listen to people watching it. I don't want to. And if you're going to comment about how it's good and I'm not a Star Wars fan, that's fine. That's for you to think that way. But as I say, I grew up with these films. You know, I got books. It was a great book about the Force and explaining the Force and explaining the balance. And after that, I might even make a video about it sometime. I might have did already. But it was a great book in explaining characters from the past. It was like done as a diary. What did I do with the book? It's a way back amongst the other big book. But I gave it. I gave it to everyone I knew that was a Star Wars fan, and they loved it. You know, and it was so you got into the mythology, and you saw, you know, and Lucas overlooked a lot of things and guided people through the do's and don'ts about his universe. And then I just seen a video with Kathleen Kennedy, promises to be true, and then she totally screws him behind the back. So how can I, as a fan of George Lucas' vision, go and see these films, go and spend money on these things? To me, Star Wars is dead. So don't bother coming around to me and saying that you love it or you like it and whatnot. I'm glad that you do. I'm glad for the next generation that thinks it's alright. But for me, I've took a lot of next generation kids to see the original before they seen these ones. And I think that's why Solo sort of went downhill. Is Kathleen Kennedy made the biggest mistake in thinking nobody's ever heard of Star Wars. This next generation of people have not heard of Star Wars. Wrong. The first original generation that went to see Star Wars in the cinema hands that knowledge down. Hands their passion for that down. And you have killed it in a lot of people. Thank you.